On Monday, we told you the stories of two women who have suffered the loss of their teenage children. Christina Christ and Jana Sullivan officially met for the very first time during their interviews with our Sadie All. Sadie is here right now to tell us how they got active in their community to promote lots of positive things, and that effort actually helped them heal, right?
It has helped them heal a lot. Now, just hearing these women's stories, I couldn't help but be inspired by all that they've done and seeing what they've done, especially in spite of what they've lost. Now, talking with them, it's clear that they will never move on entirely from losing their children. But they've made it their goals to spread kindness and generate a better world. In part two, we hear more about what each woman does in their separate endeavors. After the shock and disbelief that Christina Christ experienced after her daughter Hannah's suicide in 2013,
everybody was devastated by her decision.
She knew she was going to move forward. She'd better get to work.
How I have dealt with it is I get busy. I stay busy.
Shortly after her loss, Christina did find a gain in Team of Mercy. She learned all she could about suicide and became the head of the support group. She now believes that situational mental health illness played a factor in Hannah's decision.
She didn't know that it was okay not to be okay all the time. I really believe that that's what took her life.
Also in her loss, she gained a whole new Christina.
If you would have told me then that I would be doing what I'm doing now, I would have been like, you really have the wrong person.
Before, being around grieving people would have made her uncomfortable. What she knows now is different.
How gut-wrenching the pain can be. I absolutely love what I get to do today when I get to sit with a new survivor and just let them be.
A new goal for Christina became finding connection with other survivors.
I need to find the other individuals. We are meant for unity, and I believe that it is our responsibility to take care of each other.
Christina says last year alone, Team of Mercy helped 2,000 people affected by suicide in the Wabash Valley.
They are living and thriving today.
The group provides biohazard scene cleanup, support groups, fundraising for funeral expenses, and whatever else they can to help families cope. Jana Sullivan's heartache is much more recent. Her 17-year-old son, Garrett Sands, was shot and killed at a party in 2018.
There's almost a state of disbelief, and it has to sink in. And it did, and it hit hard. It hit really hard.
What Jana found helped her cope was spreading the kindness that was once generated by her son.
He was a very lovable child to me, and that continued on to his teen years. He danced with me in my living room to Careless Whisper by George Michael.
With the inception of the kindness cards at Garrett's Celebration of Life, Jana dug a little deeper and started really being seen in her community.
Doing things for other people is what made me feel better.
The Garrett Sands Kindness Project started picking up trash, hosted blood drives to honor Garrett being an organ donor, and perhaps their biggest success, prom dress giveaway. Jana collected prom dresses to give to students in need during prom season. She got to hear the stories, what these dresses meant to the young women giving them up, and for some, how hard they worked to have them.
They would cry, giving me their dress, wanting it to do something for another person.
Jana says that's the point. It works both ways.
So the Kindness Project isn't just about doing things for other people. It's about doing something for yourself by giving and helping others.
Jana says after all, seeing his mom serve her community with love and acts of kindness is what her son deserves. And Christina says it's something we all deserve.
It spreads. Just like hate spreads, kindness spreads a lot quicker.
Now, there is much more to Jana Sullivan's story. Her family faced even more tragedy after the sentencing finished and the crime that killed her son. Now, we touch more on that and on her not just making waves, but making some noise and her quest for justice. We'll have a web exclusive on our website right before our 11 p.m. newscast. Be sure to check that out at mywabashvalley.com.
Appropriately titled Tragedy to Ongoing Triumph.
Yes.
I mean, it just continues, and you don't know who they might impact that might do something because of it. It's great.
Exactly, and I hope that that story can touch people in that way.
Well, thanks for presenting it, and thanks to both of those women and their families for agreeing to talk with you.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Sadie.
Thank you.